Welcome to Geek of the Week.
Hello.
This is week 3. This is the official show at the
it-
Aberrus of Cartoons and Comic Society. This week, the show is brought to you by the super stylist of the superheroes, Mrs. Edna Mode.
Oh.
If you are in need of a designer outfit for your superhero endeavors, she is the woman to go to. She only has one rule, and that is no capes.
Oh, we're being fitted out with nice costumes this week, are we?
Yeah. Well, you can imagine we are.
Oh. That was a surprise on me. I didn't know about the sponsor. Also, it's not week 3; it's issue 3.
Oh, well, same difference. We're a weekly series.
We're halfway through our story arc.
Well, yeah. If we were a Marvel title that they didn't care about, yeah, we'd be halfway
Halfway
through
the story arc
before we're cancelled.
one of us is dying soon.
Wow. I hope it's not me.
Anyway,
right,
we've got a lot of topics to talk about today. We got some movie topics. We got film stuff. We got TV.
You know, movies and films are the same thing.
Look, do you know what? I read the notes in front of us. I read the notes in front of us, and I was like, "We're talking about movies." And then I saw the word films, so I was like, "Oh, we're also talking about those." We talk about films, talk about comics. We'll have theory opinions. Stick some stuff in the chat as usual. We'll get to them. We've got time to respond to chat boards and questions.
Yeah,
you'll be dealing with me. Seems like yes. We'll be. I'll be dealing with the chat board as per usual, so you got to talk to me at the worst. And I'll also be dealing with the music per usual. But welcome to Geek of the Week, Wednesdays 8 till 10. You'll be dealing with a very chill Mancunian and a very angry Welshman.
Nice.
So
are you ready for deals? Because I heard a lot of deals then.
Deals, yeah.
There's more deals than
More
deals than like Han Solo and the Conjure Club.
You'll be
or Casio Bite.
Till that Conjure Club.
What he said.
What's our first topic?
If that was too fast for you, because it was a little bit too fast for my head.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. We'll go through it slow now.
We'll be talking. It's
I was like, whoa, this is speed. He's like a speedster now. So we're going to first line of business is film or movies. Whichever you want to call it.
Swear to God.
Mean, you can both.
I swear to
both
God.
work. Speaking of our sponsor, there's a little trailer that came up. It was Incredibles 2 finally had a trailer after we went off air. It was a tie-in with the Winter Olympics, so Unfortunately Americans got it later on in their day. We got it very early in the morning. So what did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was really cool. I was waiting because I knew it was coming. I was like, where's this Incredibles 2 trailer? And then I woke up to it and was like, okay, this is gonna be cool.
There it is. Yeah.
And I was excited to see it. It was a while ago. I can't remember it. It's just why I brought it up on YouTube. But it looks like obviously they're gonna be dealing with Jack, and it obviously. Yeah, it looks like Elastigirl's back into it, but Mr. Incredible has to look after the baby, essentially.
It's a nice little twist on the first film, because obviously, again, you've got this guy, superheroes are banned again, so that was like the big... I love the little... I'll sort of go chronologically, so then I don't sort of miss out stuff, but I love like the Underminer's like reintroduction, because it's like it's been a while, Underminer was set up in that film.
Oh,
and then there's a typical, superhero face-off. Underminer, you have met your... And he gets, sucked away straight away. I thought that was hilarious. And then, they set up sort of it's a very similar plot to the first film where, superheroes are banned again and someone wants, to recruit them. But this time they want Elastigirl. And I thought it was cool. Elastigirl had her own costume, away from the Incredibles. And... just seeing the twist on it from the first one, because this time around, Bob's got to do the stay-at-home dad sort of thing, and he's looking after Jack. And I do love the bits where it's like Jack's turning into all these incredible things, all these like insane monsters. Like he turns into a devil and starts biting him, and he's just dealing it with how a normal parent would do. Just like, oh God, honestly, I can't keep giving him cookies. And I love that support he has for her. He's like, I've got to be strong for her so she can be. I thought that was a nice little dynamic. Do you reckon it's going to be so similar to do you reckon this tycoon? Do you reckon he's the new Syndrome?
Maybe I reckon there's a possibility, but because the first one was so good and the first one was so iconic. I reckon like the only way that they could maybe try and replicate that greatness is if they kind of stuck to the similar plot as the first one.
But you're not trying to do something new because then there's all these sequels that you just rehash the first film, and it's like it's great, but it's also sort of like and we've seen this.
I know,
like because don't get me wrong, like Incredibles is great and the storyline works and it's nice to see this little twist.
Yeah.
But if it works out the whole thing again, where it's like, oh, one of them does a solo adventure, then they all come together at the end. It's sort of like you're retreading it, and
well, I don't know. I'd have to see.
Like it could just be like, to be fair, this trailer could just be like a first like few snippets, and there there could be more, and it like might be leading you in this false sense of security. So like, oh, you're getting a similar plot. But then they like change it up. I don't reckon the Underminer stayed for longer.
I reckon honestly, I'm really hyped for Frozone and Mr. Incredible looking after the baby for like an hour straight, because I reckon I would watch a movie just for that. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I reckon that's gonna be the nice little twist on it, because it's like, because it's just like the whole like user starred thing like they did in sitcoms and stuff like that, and so that would be a nice little. That's gonna be a nice little twist, and that's something cool to see. Everyone's back apart from the guy who voices Dash.
What?
He hit puberty.
Did he?
Yeah, so they had to they had to recast Dash.
The guy who voiced Dash is not come back.
No. Well, he hit puberty, so he can't exactly. If Dash like in a in a couple of minutes, I went from "Hi everyone" to "Hi everyone."
What are you talking about? This is Stranger Things. The kids are going to stay young forever.
It's a bit of a different thing.
No, he's not. Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, look how old he is. Like 1993, the guy was born, so he's going to be like he's like older than us. Like he's pushing it. Like so they've had to cast someone new.
Huck Milner.
Yeah.
Wow, he's literally...
good opportunity for him.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay, I did not know that. Fair play.
But yeah, there was some controversy with this trailer.
Oh, how come?
Because it was dropped on NBC Sport, and it was like a tie-in with the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
But everyone who was waiting for it in America was like tuned into NBC. And it went on the sports version of the channel, so everyone was like, "Where's this trailer at?" And then obviously people on social media are like saying, "Oh, this trailer's so incredible." I was like, "How are you guys seeing it?" And there was like loads of backlash at NBC.
Just go on YouTube.
And it's just like, that's like, it's sort of a,
Go on YouTube.
Like it's going to be on YouTube anyway. So like, but people just like to complain, don't they, I guess. The next topic is another trailer.
Oh yeah, no, it's our other trailer.
I'm going to take you into a world of pure imagination.
In a world of
because
pure
it's
imagination.
a Ready Player One trailer.
It
and
is.
This was very story heavy, which I like really enjoyed. So what did you think of it?
Come with me. Yeah, that's the one. I watched it once. Yeah, no, this was... I'm watching it now to refresh, because this was a lot of... I'm just reminding myself how CGI heavy it was. Yeah, no, I thought... Well, I like this one too, because I love all the Ready Player One trailers, because I'm an absolute sucker for them. But this one was more heavy, and you get to see, like, more facial shots of the characters instead of just... And more dialogue as well this time, of them running around and things like that. And, like, not more Easter eggs, because we've already seen that. We already know it's going to be bombed with Easter eggs. But, yeah, it was... I think now we're starting to market the film. When's it? March? Is it coming out in March? April?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're starting to properly market it now, so we'll get all the TV spots and things like that. And it's
what? Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you.
Yeah, no, I know we're gonna get maybe a third and final trailer of the big stuff.
I don't know. I think this is the third trailer. Maybe.
I think
there's definitely been a couple. Like I've been following it on the Facebook page, and they've done a lot of. There's a lot of very similar stuff, but this is the first one they've actually delve into the story, and they've gone into all the different characters. And what else came out of it was like the posters for it and all like that. The big poster with it all on there. You can see every last bit.
Poster. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Every last bit of character, and then the individual characters. It's
interesting.
It's interesting to see all the cast in their roles and like seeing their avatars. Because again, it's just turning the book into real life.
I'm not entirely sure if
I think the posters. What I like about the posters is it's a callback to the 80s. Like it looks like a poster you'd see from the 80s. You know, the original Star Wars one.
I'm not
like,
entirely
you can
sure
see
if
the
I
influence.
like it. Yeah,
I like as well that the top's like got all the like real people, and then the below it's like got the avatar. You can see everyone's characters in it. Like you can see James Holiday, you can see Mads Mikkelsen's character, you can see Ben Mendelsohn's character.
Yep, Ben Mendelsohn. Yep.
Yeah, and
yep.
you can see obviously like the main
It
characters
looks...
in the piece. But yeah, it looked like I thought it was an incredible use of Willy Wonka's.
Oh man!
The
Every
Willy
time I
Wonka,
hear that,
like,
I'm loving it
because
more
it was
and more.
like a distorted version of it, and to be fair, the plot's very similar when you think about it to Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whatever you want to call it, because it's literally like this kid who's like in the slumps, and then he gets taken to this world. Charlie gets taken to the factory, you know. Will enters the Oasis, and there's a chance for him to win a golden ticket, to win literally a ticket for you know, the company and stuff like that. So I thought that was a very, very, very clever choice, because not only does it work with like the like Easter eggs in like the whole premise of the thing, but also like it's a very similar story to it. And Holiday is a very much Willy Wonka type character.
See, I'm not.
And this would be the Willy Wonka I want to meet, because I'm not really into chocolate and all that. So I would like to meet a guy who like made this
Like, see, I'm not.
world.
I do think it's very Star Wars reminiscent, this poster, and I do like it.
I like the giant egg in the middle.
Yeah, giant Easter egg in the middle. Yeah, but like I don't know. I just something about it that I'm not a fan. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not entirely sure. Like,
going on.
I'm not entirely sure I like the bottom part. This DeLorean with a bunch of characters around. I'm not. See, I could draw those by the seams of it, and it just looks.
But I think that's the thing as well. They're doing an emphasis on like the avatars aren't supposed to be real, because this isn't a real world, and that's sort of like one of the things that the book touches on is that people lose their real lives to this virtual world.
Yeah,
So like emphasizing that it is virtual, like, and not doing, because you could do a totally realistic CGI and it could be a person, but the thing is, it's supposed to be like Avatar. It's a video game, which I kind of like about it. Also, as well, yeah, there was key story points. Like, there's a bit in the book that I was right, because I'm listening to it still. I'm towards the end. Hopefully, I'll finish it before the film comes out.
Hopefully, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, there's a scene in the trailer. It's going to be a spoiler, so I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm sort of like, oh, they are doing that, and it's clear that they're taking the storyline from it, but they're just sort of like twisting the Easter eggs, like to make them more, I think, appropriate for everyone.
I don't know what it is. I can't
reachable.
just put my finger. I do like some of the characters, but I'm not. It almost looks like, you know. Oh, what is it called when you have? I think it's the Turing test, where you have a robot, and the robot, you can tell if it passes for being human, it's passed the Turing test. These faces almost look. These faces almost look distorted.
Or you're thinking like Uncanny Valley.
That's the one. Yeah, that. These faces almost look changed, like they've edited them too much. Like, I'm not. I'll reserve my judgment, because I don't want to rant about it, because I know I'm excited for it. So
yeah, no worries.
What have we?
Go on the next topic.
What have we got?
This guy's been in the news quite a bit recently.
Oh.
Bendis is into, well, he's set to write, and Tim Miller of Deadpool fame, not Deadpool 2 fame,
And John Wick. Nope.
no,
I
not
know I'm
John
lying.
Wick.
That's
Shave
the
your head and
second
go
one.
shave your head and go to sleep.
Shut up.
He's also going to be doing Terminator, is what you're thinking of.
Oh.
The next Terminator. Tim Miller, to digress, is directing a mystery X-Men movie called 143. And people are speculating that it's going to be a Kitty Pryde film, because one of the issues of like one of the many X-Men adjective books, 143, is Kitty Pryde's first solo title.
Oh.
Not solo title, sorry, solo like arc and story. So yeah, people are speculating it's going to be Kitty Pryde. So what do you think?
Oh, I see now. I'm bringing up an article, and it says Uncanny X-Men Volume, issue 143. Okay. See,
So
now,
what do you think?
I saw this written down on your iPad, and it just said Kitty Pryde ? And I had no idea about this story. I did not know this was a story.
All right.
When did this come out?
It's been around like the week.
I did not see this. I knew a Kitty Pryde. I knew they wanted to build a Kitty Pryde movie.
Well, I think it's been in talks for a while, because this mystery project's been up in the air for a bit, and people had been speculating Kitty Pryde, and then the 143 thing came out, and now it's been set that Bendis and like Miller was always working. they were like, oh, he's still got deals with Fox because he's working on an X-Men movie, and now they've just got Bendis in as a writer.
They've got,
which should be interesting to see Bendis like write for film, because obviously some of his stuff's been adapted for like TV and film, but it'd be interesting to see him as a out writer on the project.
I know what Fox are developing. What they've got a what's his name, Multiple Man movie, and they're also developing Deadpool 2.
I think they were thinking. Well, James Franco was talking about it, so I don't know if it's 100% in stone. And it's also like you've got that whole like Disney buying them, so they're probably trying to think, right, in case this doesn't go down, we'll still got to keep a backup plan, which is a horrible thing, isn't it? Because it's like you're like. If you think about it, they set all these films up and then like they never happen. That'd be.
As I think about it, when they say, how sort of movie critics joke about, oh, everybody's copying Deadpool and Logan when you go hard R and you have one solo at the top of your, and then that has paved the way for a new type of comedy. All that type of spiel.
Yeah.
Like it has actually hit me now. Like when you say that they might be developing a Multiple Man, and they might be developing a Kitty Pryde film, and they might be developing this film, and they might be developing a Joker film, which I know we're going to talk about. But it actually has hit me how they might actually go for the single person standalone hard R rated thing now, because if Tim Miller's developing it,
I mean, I don't know if it doesn't necessarily have to be R rated, to be fair. I think a cool thing about Kitty Pryde is whenever I've read an X-Men story, she's always been at the forefront, and she's always sort of been like the person either coming back or being introduced to the X-Men. And it's always cool seeing her seeing the story from her point of view. What I find anyway reading X-Men, and she's really a character in the X-Men I sort of lean towards, and I think if they got Ellen Page back, that'd be really cool, because
Ellen Page would be great.
She was really good as, and like when I read Kitty Pryde, I envision like sort of Ellen Page. It's sort of very good. Like,
do you know a pet? You know a pet, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Do you know about a pet? Do you want me to tell you a pet? She's got a little purple dragon called Lockheed.
Yeah.
A little tiny pseudo dragon.
Yeah, do you reckon they make an appearance?
I was really hoping, honestly, I would really hope for her to have the purple dragon. I was thinking about this.
I reckon if it's Tim Miller, I reckon he will.
Yeah, I was thinking. Like,
he's a giant nerd. Like,
I don't.
He's still got to pull at a comic book story.
I've never read a solo Kitty Pryde story. I've always read Kitty Pryde where she's been with the X-Men, so I'm not entirely sure if. I mean, obviously, see the script and whatever, see the trailer, like, see proof, and if it doesn't go through, obviously they can't. But, like, I don't know whether if they'd be able to develop a Kitty Pryde film with her on her own. Like, I'm not...
I trust these two, though. Like, I trust Bendis writing, because Bendis has written some stuff with at least Kitty Pryde in. Tim Miller, obviously, has done great things with Deadpool and, his work even before Deadpool. Like, he had, like, the whole animation and marketing thing, and... He's apparently making Terminator. If he makes Terminator good, then that man can do anything.
Oh God, yeah.
Like redeemable, but to sort of like relate it back, this was going to be comics talk, but like wow.
Yep. I think you're going to go on about what I want to talk about.
Chris Claremont, the guy who wrote like Dark Phoenix and a load of X-Men big stories, is returning for Colossus's and Kitty Pryde's wedding.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about if they, because I know Kitty Pryde for Colossus. Like I know those two have had a romance in the comics, and I was thinking if they bring Colossus into the Kitty Pryde film, Colossus has been tossed around a lot of different X-Men films.
Yeah.
Because what was it? He was in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And then he was in Deadpool, and then he's been in Days of Future Past. He has been tossed. That man has been.
It'd be funny as well if it was like if they recast the actor again.
Again.
But no, that could be an interesting little thing. And that could be a way of how they set the universe up, because like with the Deadpool and the Kitty Pryde movie and the X-Force and all that, they could all merge it all together, and like that could be the universe building that they were going for, and they do it sort of how Marvel done it with solo movies, then the big things. Because if we do this Kitty Pryde movie, it'd be a good way to do like the reboot, because like people find that they like. If they find that they like Kitty Pryde, they could go, oh, okay, so she can be the main part of a new X-Men movie, which would be pretty cool. Like she's getting, Professor X maybe at the end of this movie goes, oh, hey guys, do you want like Professor X at the end goes, hey Kitty, do you want to join my school? And then she gets taken away there. So that would be cool.
She becomes, in the comics that I'm reading, she is the head mistress of the school at the moment, I think.
Yeah, she does.
We can talk about Kate Pride later. Do you want to do the comic stuff now, or do you want to do
more,
it for comics?
There's more comic stuff, just so then we've got like a little thing, because it's to do with Bendis.
Yeah.
I should have just said it.
No, we'll do the comics bit at the end, I think.
Well, I was just going to say that Bendis was offered both Wolverine and Deadpool to block out the DC deal.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, that's not what he wanted. He wanted, he wanted to be the chief editor.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was, quite interesting, and just being like, again, like he's getting to do his it's a sort of like, it's a happy ending for both, because because Bendis gets to, still write Marvel, and like he's still got a strong relationship with them, and Tim Miller still gets to work with Marvel Fox.
Yeah.
Because it was upsetting that it didn't work out for Deadpool 2 with him, but
I'll talk about Kate
out.
Pride and Colossus later in the comics bit.
Well, I was going to say the comics bit's going to be jam packed anyway, but if we've got time, for
right.
sure.
What's our
the
next film?
part
topic.
So there's this night happening on the Disney Channel, which makes me miss the days when I was an innocent child and had the Disney Channel.
You've got Disney life, don't lie.
I don't have Disney life.
Do you not?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, it's like on the channel. It won't be on Disney life, which is what I'm saying. But it's Night of Heroes on Disney Channel. So during the premiere of this new show they're doing called Zombies, or it might be a Disney Channel exclusive film. It's one of the two. That's not the main focus of the story. They're gonna do like exclusive looks, Infinity War and Incredibles. So that's something pretty cool to look forward to.
We gotta tune in.
I know, yeah. Gotta get on that. Maybe I have to get on that Disney Life Live.
Man. What do you? I think it'll be. Do you think it'll be? Well, you actually might know. Do you think it'll be clips, or do you think it'll be behind the scenes?
It's like a bit, but like they said, it's like just an exclusive look. So it won't. I doubt it'll be in a trailer.
Honestly,
it'll probably just be like little snippets from behind the scenes, like them all filming them all. We might even see some stuff from the 10 years in Marvel.
Oh yeah.
And then with the Incredibles, they could do like where they are now, or like bringing the band back together. But I'm excited for either or both of those options, because it's just it's cool.
Honestly,
also shows the power of Disney that they have both Pixar and Marvel at their dispensers, and like
I'm surprised it's not going before Agents of Shield, or after.
Well, yeah, they sort of stopped doing that.
Yep.
But no, I think it's Disney like just showing all their different resources. Yeah. It's like, well, we're going to promote the Disney Channel instead of like promoting ABC. Because I think like they know that Marvel fans and nostalgic fans for Incredibles are hooked in. So this will probably be more for like the kids, and also to get adults excited for let's watch this Night of Heroes and watch this random Disney Channel exclusive film maybe. So it's just like it's a nice little night, I think, for all.
How long is it going to be? Is it going to be half an hour or what?
Oh no, it's like a whole night. Like, did you ever have the Disney Channel when you were younger? Right. So like they used to always put these things on. They were really cool, to be honest. But like the feature length film, and they'd have their own breaks, but their breaks wouldn't be like adverts. Have you had an accident at work? It'd be like Disney adverts. It'll be sort of like to break that up, which is pretty cool.
So what? And then what else we got?
Next topic is Darryl returns with a new flatmate in Thor Ragnarok's bonus scenes. So if you don't know who Darryl is, he was the flatmate of Thor, Odin's son.
If you ever saw those,
they were little it was Team Thor for like the Civil War stuff, and these were like the first little inklings to like what we were gonna get for Thor Ragnarok, and this was again like a nice little bit at the end. The new flatmate, by the way, roommate, depending on where you're from, was the Grandmaster. So we got to see Jeff Goldblum again, Grandmastering up. And if you've not seen it, it's definitely hilarious.
It's great.
But yeah, what did you think about it?
I watched it the other day in front of you. I just thought it was hilarious. Like, It's like, I found a guy that fit the bill, and he's a lot less.
I thought he was one of those Hollywood types. Yeah.
It's just Taika Waititi and his little style once again. Because apparently the dude going around with Taika Waititi is like very very good friends with him, and he's on a lot of his films and things like that.
Yeah.
And he's just a good funny dude. Like he's just chill, and obviously like has agreed to have a bit with Marvel with like these
It's a nice
one shots.
It's a nice little deal for him, to be fair, isn't it?
Obviously, as well, I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't know whether we were going to get time or if it was going to be passing. But the Thor DVD is coming out soon, and they've released a bunch of deleted scenes.
That was going to be my sweet segue, because they've done a load of different deleted scenes. They had a deleted scene with Yondu, which was purely for just like little giggles and stuff like that, and little like fun little moments, because it was like there's an execution going on and Yondu comes in. But if you know the timeline, Yondu is dead for quite a bit. Yeah. Quite a bit of time before Ragnarok, especially because of the way Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is like right after Guardians of the Galaxy 1. So that was just like a little bit like he was probably just on set and like, hey, do you want to come along?
They were ones with so when they're in the ship and they find more holograms of the Grandmaster. Yeah. And what's his name? Hulk eating. Sorry, Bruce Banner eating the weird noodles.
Yeah.
And just them sort of just chilling out really. And
just more stuff to sort of like promo the like the Blu-ray and DVD release and
Taika Waititi style.
Yeah, they're really cool. There's like a whole behind the documentary, like behind the scenes with Taika Waititi, and he's just hilarious with it all. He's talking about they're all gushing over Chris Hemsworth.
It's some good stuff.
Good times. Yeah. Speaking of Thor. Getting a new weapon.
Oh.
Getting a little axe-type hammer.
Yarnborn. Well, I think it's Yarnborn.
Yeah. It was revealed, like, what it would look like with a toy.
Oh, pop vinyls. Yeah.
No, not a pop vinyl. It was just like it was just a toy from, a regular toy, like, that you grab the actual hammer axe itself, not the, not a pop. So it looks pretty cool, to be fair. And again, it's like updating for Thor's look, and he needs a new weapon because, let's be honest, Ragnarok didn't do great things for Mjolnir.
Now, I might be 100% wrong. You've read more of them than I have, but isn't this the hammer that he uses in the Ultimate Universe?
A bit more, yeah.
Yeah, this is because he has his little he's got both. Now, I thought it was going to be Yarnborn, and Yarnborn is just his big, giant axe, but it's an axe hammer.
It's an axe hammer, so maybe, like, it's, they might segue to that.
Yeah, because they've got it on the promo stuff, haven't they? Because
they had it for the promo for a while back, and that was, like, deleted, not deleted, what is it, Comic-Con trailer.
Yeah.
That, got taken down,
that looks like it.
Not official one.
That looks like it.
But yeah, it looks cool. Again, the toy's giving us away some stuff, but I'm looking forward to him wielding, especially with his new powers, because like he learned that his powers weren't from the hammer; it was all from him. So this is clearly, this hammer isn't his power anymore. This hammer is just him. He's just going to be him swinging it about. Because there's stuff in like Thor. Old Thor stories when it's like if he was away from the hammer for too long, he turned back into Donald Blake into human form, and there's been so many weird like retcons and stuff like that. But like I'm kind of glad they've touched on it this way, and it's like they've got away from the hammer, and they've just given Thor like a new identity. It'd be interesting to see if it's a similar Thor from Thor Ragnarok that we get in Infinity War. Obviously, the tone's going to be different, but like just hit. Maybe, the little snippet, like in Age of Ultron, they had the little fun bit before everything went AWOL. Maybe they'll have like a funny little bit, like, they'll reunite and like, I don't know, they'll mention something about the haircut and they go, oh, long story, or...
I think...
Or like he'll have a bit with the Guardians of the Galaxy, because them two were like the two comedies of last year, so they might have a bit of a comedy.
I think, what's going to happen is, so it will be, I think they will try and convey his maybe jokey personality that they developed in Thor, but something might happen at the start, e.g. Thanos rocking up. Thanos will rock up at the start, destroy everything, and then Thor's comediness will be lost.
Or maybe like everyone's comediness as well, because it looks...
and then maybe...
it looks very drowly, and like, oh, everything's doomed. But mine's Age of Ultron.
When he's on Earth, so he'll lose his comediness and he'll lose his happiness, and then when he goes to Earth, he'll just sort of maybe have a little joke there and then with Iron Man or Cap. But it'll be, I think the comedy that they built up and developed.
It's a tough film to do it, but like I was just seeing if that was I was just wondering if that was going to be the future Thor. The future Thor. The future Thor.
Future Thor.
The future Thor.
Future Thor. God, imagine if there's a fourth film.
So
That was wow! I did that really fourth future. I'm not gonna.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
again.
nope.
I wouldn't go for it. Now this was an interesting little thing, and I literally saw this last week, and I was like, when we went off air, and I was like, right, I'm putting this as a story. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what. There's like a petition going around to make iCarly, the great Nickelodeon show, canon in the MCU. That's hilarious. I just like it's so funny. I can just imagine, like, Star-Lord does he stops Ronan and he's like, dance off, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of just like in the middle of Infinity War, he just stops and goes, random dancing, and shit, just like I don't know. Maybe like even just like I don't know. He could be watching it, or I don't know why this petition started. It's such a random one, but like, it's funny. Brings a smile to your face.
Never seen iCarly.
Have you not?
No.
You know what's really interesting? You know of iCarly and Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
So everyone remembers Drake and Josh and thinks it was this long-running thing. But iCarly actually had more episodes than Drake and Josh. I found that out the other day and it blew my mind. It's like, no, I swear. I remember seeing loads of episodes of Drake and Josh, but it turns out apparently this happens to everyone. Says one of the people at Nickelodeon. Is just like, and Drake Bell as well. It's just like, people watched it that many times on loop that they just thought it was longer than it actually was. And obviously they had the films. But yeah, iCarly went for long and I was like, dude, don't need this. Something that takes a smile away from my face is, so last week we were talking about Chris McKay, director of Lego Batman and the soon-to-be Nightwing movie. Also, we think Nightwing's been shelved a bit, because this Chris McKay guy's looking to direct a D&D sequel for 2021, which means he said that Nightwing's not totally off the cards. It's just been delayed. I'm like, dude, I can't wait this long. You got our hype. So you've got the hype up. You were talking about it all last week. You casting, and now it's like you're breaking our hearts. And for a D&D sequel as well, man.
I'm giving you the nice stare. Are you going to allow me to talk about this or not?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
But you can rant about it if you want. You can.
No, that's I was just upset.
Well, first of all, I didn't know that there was a D&D film. Well, I did. I just knew that it was crap. And I thought that Joe Manganiello was writing a script for D&D. For this D&D film.
Mate, I'm sure there's probably loads of celebrities that have
Vin Diesel
wanted to write a D&D, or basically just wrote a film inspired by D&D, because you can do that. That was the strangest thing for me. Was like, obviously there's been loads of works that have been influenced by D&D, like you can say like Lord of the Rings and all that jazz. So it's just
I won't correct him. Don't worry.
Why is it not Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings came before D&D.
Oh, did it? All right, then. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. That's like D&D's like.
I think anyway. I think Lord of the Rings before D&D. I don't want to be wrong now.
But anyway, yeah. So other stuff that is influenced by D&D. I'm not quite sure what. No, D&D was like 80s, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, 74. There you go. Look.
Yeah, 74. Then...
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but when was the book?
Anyway, while
I go Googles. Searching. Yep, go for it. Go on.
It's like 50s or something.
37.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, fair play. Anyway, yeah, some stuff's influenced from D&D. Loads of Vin Diesel movies that aren't Fast and Furious.
Witch Hunter.
But like, it's always weird that there is a D&D film, because it feels like there's so much in the D&D world that, like, how do you get it all into? Like, it's why most video games movies don't work, is because that world's so expansive. It's hard to fit it into like 2 hours or whatever. I'm just a bit disappointed that Nightwing's being delayed.
I would obviously personally I'd rather see a Nightwing movie, but like, I mean, much like every other, I have to face reality, and it's much like every other person that's developing a script. They won't be one for 2021. They won't be one for a while, and I can fully accept that.
What, D&D or Nightwing?
Yeah, no, D&D. Nightwing will.
Oh
Come
no, I
before D&D.
reckon. No. He said that he's working on D&D.
Oh, really?
Before. Yeah,
Oh.
he said he's pushing Nightwing.
In that
back.
case, please hire me. I can do it for you. I'll help you, please.
But you might be right. I think he's directing it, so Joe
Yeah.
Manganiello may have, totally wrote it already.
Yeah.
Who knows? If they work together, then we might get Deathstroke in a Nightwing movie.
Oh God, that would be so cool.
But yeah, no, that was a bit of a. I was a bit like, oh. I was like happy the guy's doing other stuff. Like he did great work with Lego Batman, and like if it's something you're passionate about, yeah, go for it. And he didn't say it was off the table. Clearly, he's still interested. He was talking about it last week about the importance of casting, and maybe also it gives him a bit of time as well for DC to work out what they want to do.
Yeah.
So it might mean it works out a bit better for him. So might be like, yeah, while they sort that mess out,
I'm here if you want me.
Yeah, while they sort that mess out, I'm gonna work on my own little film. But yeah, so that's the film
Is that all
section.
is that all film news?
That's the film section done. If you're on the chat board,
we got a
or if you're listening on YouTube and you just want to leave a comment or anything or talk, just leave a comment what you think about the news, anything we've talked about, or anything you think we've missed that we could talk about. The cool thing is we can either cover it at the end of the show if you've put it on the chat board, or if you've put it comment on YouTube, we'll cover it next week.
We've got a few comments. Shall I rattle through them quickly? I don't know who this is, but Bastion Bargain Boy Man loves the poster. So we got somebody that likes the poster. And Yaz says that the Kitty Pryde film is obviously just filler, so Fox can show that everything is business as usual. And to be honest, he's not wrong.
They've got it. Like I was saying before, you've got to have that backup plan, haven't you, in case the deal doesn't go. The deal doesn't happen. Like
he's not wrong. Like it is.
Like because there's some people like legally who have to look into it to make sure this is business league and ethically right.
Ethically.
And then there's like comic casts who are trying to steal it from Disney. It's like
word of the show, ethically.
Okay, cool.
We had Mythos last week.
We did, yeah, ethically, yeah. Oh, why did I say it wrong? I feel like whenever you say it, I always feel like, all right, I get it. I'm dyslexic. I can't say words.
I'm picking up on these. I'm picking up on them.
Okay,
I'm picking up on
so
the
you're
good
like,
ones.
oh, well done, Fraser. You said a big word. I'm like, oh, thank you. I try. I can say it in my head. When I say it in words, it doesn't happen.
This is Liam. Couldn't care less about D&D film. Will just be a worse Lord of the Rings. Guide about Nightwing.
Oh. Someone else who feels.
Someone else might take your side in this.
Yeah.
I'm neutral on both. I'm excited for both. I just want both. Like I'm good at either.
Yeah. Welcome to the TV section of Geek of the Week.
Geek of the Week, Wednesdays, 8 till 10. Angry Welshman, Chill Mancunian. Talk about nerdy stuff. Yep. Okay. All the songs are in. Okay.
All that jazz.
I'm just wasn't prepared.
Yeah. So the first bit of TV news is relating to Sabrina and the Riverdale universe, or universes now, because apparently Sabrina's going to be in a different universe, which is at first a bit upsetting, because like they sort of already alluded to the fact that like they've done Greendale and they've done they played the song like Season of the Witch, so maybe it's just like an illusion that it's happening. Don't worry, guys, but it could also set up a whole total like Archie horror universe, so that could like span like a different, so we could have very different versions of very different versions of Archie on screen. Like you have the sort of soap opera, teen opera, teen drama, of like Riverdale. Then you have like Riverdale, and then you can have more spans there, and then you have like the horror styled universe of Archie with Sabrina. Maybe you can. That's where you bring in like after the afterlife of Archie, Jughead the Hunger, and like the Veronica vampire. Like maybe you do that, like a nice little twist on that, and maybe you could even have, I don't know, the characters from Riverdale, playing twisted versions of themselves. Sort of like how they do on The Flash. Like there's always like a little twist on that. But yeah, that was cool. Bit of casting news as well for Sabrina. So we've got an actress, like Stretch Armstrong or Mr. Fantastic or whoever you want it to be. So Wonder Woman's Lucy Davis, she played the like little assistant for Chris. Oh, what's the actual name?
What's this related to? Is this Supergirl?
No, it's for Aunt Hilda. No, come on. Like assistant to
in
Chris
the Wonder Woman
Pines.
film.
Yeah, Chris
Her.
Pines.
Oh God.
What's Chris Pine? Trevor.
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah, Trevor.
Her. Okay.
Yeah, Trevor's assistant. She played her. Why was that so hard?
I don't know. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, why was it so hard for me? I was like, my mind just went.
Etta Candy.
Anyway, yeah, so she's been cast as Aunt Hilda, which was really cool because the ants in Sabrina, like the TV show from the 90s, were a very big part of the show, and they were always offering bits of comedy. And she was hilarious in Wonder Woman. So it'd be interesting to see if they go the comedy route with this chilling adventures version, or whether they're going to do something different with her. Just be interested to see. Now, here's a bit of news that comes back to last week. So, the Doom Patrol leader...
Oh, for God's sake.
The chief...
I still can't swear. It's not even
the leader of the Doom Patrol, which, if you want to know the original team, is the Chief, Negative Man, Robot Man, and Elastigirl. Yeah, said it, and I did it. Abba. That was a dab.
That was a bunch of names that were irrelevant.
Yeah, so the Chief's been cast for the Titans episode. So yeah, Titans is happening. Good times.
Titans is happening, and they've cast. Oh wait, they've cast some people.
Yeah. They've cast. I think they've cast a couple more Doom Patrol people since I wrote this down. So I think they cast the Elastigirl as well. I think they've cast the original four. The four I just mentioned, like I said I would last week. So they've cast that for the first episode. So it's good now because it's there's this project is happening. They've cast all the Titans they want to do, and they've even casted the Doom Patrol for the first episode. So just more developments on Titans. Exciting stuff.
Wait a minute. Did you actually learn all the members of Doom Patrol just so you could say that, or did you write them down and learn them?
No, yeah, I did know.
Did you?
I learnt them. Yeah.
Fair play.
Probably.
What, these load?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Told you I would do it.
They are pretty irrelevant.
You won't be saying that when Titans airs.
Oh.
No, to be fair, they're not irrelevant. It's just you don't read them. Like, that would be like someone saying the X-Men are irrelevant.
Yeah,
you're going to be angry about that because, you're a fan of them. But, people are like, I don't read or watch them.
I've had that argument many times this
week. Exactly,
already.
Yeah. So there you go. Like, don't worry, guys. Doom Patrol is not irrelevant. And when Jacob watches Titans and falls in love with him. Also, as well, you're like a huge My Chemical Romance fan. I'm surprised you didn't read the book just because Gerard Way's writing it.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I mean,
Fraser.
it kind of is. Like, I'm a huge fan of Kevin Smith, and I'll watch whatever he puts, and I'll even read some of his comic stuff, even though he does some weird stuff.
I'm not that big
comics
a Gerard Way fan, but yeah, it's just I don't see why they're including the Doom Patrol in the Titans thing when they can include so many more better characters.
Well, the Doom Patrol link more with the Titans.
I know, but I want
who would you include?
So who have they cast already?
No. Who would you include with the Titans? Teams.
Oh,
who would you include with the Titans? Because this is obviously a team crossover. So what other team? They're not part of it. They're not going to be a full part of it. It's just literally a team crossover. Has that stumped you?
No, can I do CW characters? I can't, can I?
Well, I mean, that's how they're going to probably be set up. They're probably going to be set up in CW shows and then go to there, they've done with everyone else.
No, if they're on another TV channel and then they're going to...
Oh, no, it's on the CW app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So...
I'd probably stick them in Arrow. I'd probably have the Arrow team beat them. I know they're the worst, but they make the most sense probably. Or have them with Team Legends or just I don't know anyone.
Or just their own thing, set up their own thing because they don't need to. They don't need to. Be
no.
Well,
you just asked me who I'd stick them with, so I'd stick them with one of those.
Yeah. And I'm just you're just saying why sticking with Doom Patrol? And I'm just demoing why.
Because nobody knows who the Doom Patrol are. I didn't know who the Doom Patrol were a year ago.
Well, you do now, don't you? And now they're going to be on air.
Yeah, but.
And also, did you know so many characters from The Flash that they've introduced, or so many people from Arrow they've introduced? They've introduced, some of these unknown characters. It's like what Marvel are doing in the films. They're introducing unknown characters.
Stick me up on air. That's right. Beat me
go.
up on air.
Got
Go
you.
on.
Got you
that's
there.
right. Pummel me.
I'm just defending the Doom Patrol.
I'm offending the Doom Patrol.
Keeping the positive vibes going. Anyway, this is your topic. Walking dead naked.
Zombies.
Walking nakedly dead, or dead naked walking, or whatever you want to say it.
Yeah, The Walking Dead are getting their first naked zombie. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, and I'm honestly surprised why this made a title. Genuinely, I've probably watched that show. I've watched all the episodes of the show, and I've probably watched that show and been like, that person's naked, or like, I don't see, because I know obviously they can have clothes on, just special effects on, but this one seems like the person won't have any clothes on.
Do you reckon they're gonna have? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Do you reckon they're gonna have a zombie wang?
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
Would you want to do zombie wang or zombie boobies? I reckon it'll be zombie wang.
Oh no, because it'd be zombie boobies and zombie.
Zombie lady pants.
Lady.
A
lady wee wee. A she wee wee.
I don't
like it's.
I'm excited to see. Well, I'm not excited to see.
Okay.
That sounds weird.
Finally.
God damn it!
I've been waiting for ages for this show to do it. Finally.
No, like
my joys, my fan fiction is coming true.
I'm intrigued to see how they include a naked zombie. Like, I swear they've probably had naked zombies on their show before. Obviously not, but
I mean, to be fair, would zombies be bothered if they've got clothes on?
Yeah,
surely they're just that. Like, I just need flesh.
Why is this a title? People have sex on that show. I don't. And
do they?
People. Oh God,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
I've seen multiple couples go at it on that show.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just. I was like, because I saw this story and I was just like, it's one of those stories that perks up in like, it again gives me a topic point to when, I'm cornered by a Walking Dead fan and I'm like, oh yeah, did you see they're having a naked person? And like, oh yeah.
Not that this is going to sound very strange.
That sounds like an advert for something, innit? When cornered by a Walking Dead fan, use these helpful tips.
Yeah.
Talk about
naked zombies.
Talk about naked zombies.
When
talk about how what's the guy's name?
Negan.
Negan. Oh, talk about what a piece of work Negan is. Talk about that cool bat and how you were devastated when he killed 2 people, Abraham and the other.
God damn, you know way too much.
I know, right?
You
never seen one episode.
But
I'm prepared for whenever a Walking Dead fan comes near, and Game of Thrones as well.
First of all, when the show comes back and when it does show this naked zombie, would you like me to just tell you about this, or would you like me to show you the scene with the naked zombie?
I'd love to hear your description of it first. And then right, so first off,
shooting him.
First off, it's a wang. It gets
so much
shot right off, and then it's like dangling around for a bit, and then that wants to eat flesh.
I'll tell you what. I'll describe it, and then I'll just run into your room with a laptop and go, "Show! Look at it! Look at it!
Look at it!" No, just like just in the middle of the day. Like we're just walking around, just end up. Look at this!
Look at this!
Look at this zombie wang!
Oh,
hashtag zombie wang. Look at this zombie wang.
I genuinely think that might be our.
So with zombie wang,
can we hashtag zombie wang?
That's our TV done.
I'm hashtagging zombie wang. Where's my hashtag on my keyboard? Oh, I've lost it. God damn.
Do you reckon this is a? Do you reckon this is a ploy to get people back interested?
Hashtag zombie. Oh, in caps lock.
Wang.
Hashtag zombie wang. There we go.
Hashtag zombie wang.
Hashtag zombie wang.
Yeah. So that's TV done.
Is that TV done?
With a zombie wang.
Oh God.
Welcome back to Geek of the Week. This is the comic section.
We were taken by surprise. I'm sorry if there was technical difficulties. I'm not on it today. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah. So if you're listening live, I'm sorry there was technical difficulties. If you're listening on YouTube, hopefully my smooth editing will get rid of it all.
Oh my God.
Smooth question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on the comic section. We talked about some of the stories before. Obviously with Bendis and Chris Claremont returning. Speaking of Bendis again. So.
Oh, is this?
He's on. Yeah. He's going to be on now. Superman, so like Action Comics, and he says he's going to explain Superman's red trunks. If you don't know, Superman's getting his little red trunks back in Action Comics 1000, and yeah, Bendis is taking over. Dan Albert, not Albert. Right, I can't pronounce it, so I'm just going to spell it out. Abeett.
Wait, what is it?
No, just how would you say that? Abeett. Abbott. Yeah. So he's replacing Dan Abbott, who's a great guy. He's the one who's been introducing Booster Gold because, he's like one of the guys who wrote a load of Booster Gold, so of course he's going to implement him. But yeah, Bendis is taking over, and he's going to explain the red trunks. Are you happy the red trunks are back?
Oh, of course I am. I think what Superman fan isn't happy that
Nice
Superman
little callback. He's
wearing his undies on the wrong
He's got
side.
his little undies.
Who are you? Are you
remember-
in Superman if you're not wearing your trunks on the outside?
Exactly. It's like, do you remember the Stanley bit in Big Hero 6? I wear him. I wear him. Oh, I love that.
Front ways, back ways.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I actually am kind of happy that he's got his things
Yeah,
back
it's
on.
kind of interesting. Yeah,
It's quite funny. Like, it's like it's the little things.
It's the little things
Yeah.
that mean a lot.
Yeah.
No,
It's-
for sure.
Yeah, you're picking up action.
I'm still picking up Action Comics because Booster Gold's still in it.
Still
and
in it.
Basically, he's probably going to be in it until Dan stops. We're on first name basis now,
Dan
aren't we, Dan?
Jurgens?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Dan
Dan
Jurgens. I'm gonna give it a Google for you.
Dan Jurgens.
I am your man in the chair.
But yeah, so like when he's done writing it.
It is Dan
Dan
Jurgens.
Jurgens, yeah.
Oh,
I said the wrong last name before. After all that struggling with what his last name was, I mixed up Dan Jurgens and Dan Albert. Well, not Albert. Albert. Well. Yeah, Dan Jurgens. Sorry, Dan. I got all my Dans confused on.
Abnet.
It's a Dan Lemmer.
Abnet.
You know what? He might be.
He might be.
He might be the artist.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking.
No, he's the writer and the inker. So yeah. No.
No, that's okay then. Who
He
knows?
is your least favorite comic book writer.
Dan is doing great work.
Oh well, I'm glad.
You know what? Maybe all Dans are doing great work.
Yeah.
Now to go over. Now to segue. DC have released their sort of new Ages of Heroes. Anyone pick this is after the events of Metal. So they basically they've got artists, new art, not new artists, right? I'm breathing.
Yep,
I'm in.
go for it.
I'm
Go
locked.
on, get
I'm
in
locked.
there.
I'm going to say all the words, and
Yep.
it's going to be fluid. It's going to rock. I'm telling you, fluid.
Go for it.
So there's a team of artists and a team of writers working all together to bring new characters into the DC comic universe. Oh, there we go. That was the one.
Wow.
That's all I wanted to say. But it's really cool, incredible artists like Jim Lee. You know, the big heavy hitters. Scott Snyder's doing some writing for it. Jacob's scrolling through like a madman through stuff.
Honestly, I'm
and
just
it's giving me
looking at the
magical window of things. Yes, do you want to get the
Would you-
new hero stuff up and we can have a look?
Can I tell you the teams in?
Oh
some
no, the
sexy-
teams are next.
Oh wait, sorry.
You've gone
shit.
far too ahead, you
shit,
silly
sorry.
Billy.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
these.
other artists
Oh.
include while Jacob gets on. Other artists include like Adam Kubert, you know the Kubert School of Art and stuff like that. All there, you know, Tony Daniel and all them. All the
Ivan
writers,
Reis.
basically people who have wrote incredible stories in DC, introducing new characters, which is exciting, I think. Anyway, some people just think it's
So,
it's a.
do you want me to give
not
you a
gonna
rundown of
work
these
out,
teams?
and it's going to be like what happened with Marvel when they introduced new characters, and then everyone two stay. But I'm hoping at least a few stay. So do you want to go through
I will.
some characters?
I won't give you what they are because I'm not entirely sure, but some of them I will.
I know
Right.
you can just scroll.
Yeah.
Scroll
So
down.
you have the Silencer, written by.
No,
Oh.
just scroll down.
Right.
There you go. Damage.
Oh,
then,
Damage.
And then talk about that. So
Ta-
damage.
Tasked as the government's own living, breathing, ticking time bomb, Ethan retains no control when the monster takes over him. Rip off Hulk. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So because that was what you were thinking. Rip off. Hulk.
Yeah, essentially it is. I think.
Tony Daniel has done some cool stuff with Batman.
Has he?
Yeah, he's done a story where basically Dick Grayson was Batman.
Oh.
You know, that's how I'm gonna know him.
Yep. Okay.
You want to write Dick Grayson as Batman? I will read that story, good sir. You got the Silencer.
Number 2,
There
The
you
Silencer by John.
There you go. There's Dan.
There's Dan
Abnett.
Abnett. Yeah,
There
here he is again.
I knew he would pop up somewhere.
Ooh.
And John Romita Jr., which is interesting because he had a lot of ties with Marvel.
She's one of the DC Universe's deadly assassins, and you've never heard of her. Super strong, highly trained and armed with devastating and
Well,
stealthy.
I mean, that's what you want from an
Yeah.
assassin, really.
you don't want to
You
have heard
don't
of
want to
her.
know about her, and it shows that she's doing a good job.
The Silencer is virtually invincible, which means she's not. Something Talia al Ghul. Next.
This is a cool one.
This is your one.
This is what I'm quite interested in. So this is the one I'm interested in, is Sideways. Now he's been sort of labeled as essentially DC Spider-Man because he's a high schooler. The writers and artists on the project have said, yeah, there's some influences from him, and they are huge Spider-Man fans, but he offers something new. And he's essentially a mix. If you want to think about it in like pre-existing characters, he's a mix of Jumper and Spider-Man. So like he has like teleporting abilities similar to like in the Jumper film.
You say he's a Spider-Man ripoff. I'm reading the bio. Have you read the bio? But with that much power comes great liability.
Yeah, no. Of
Are
course.
you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you?
I think
fucking...
I think it's hilarious.
Oh my god, legit.
I think it's like
High school junior Derek James accidentally fell through a rift in dark matter. Well, with that much power comes great liability.
Yeah.
Oh, number 4. I'm actually really interested in these because it's written by
the Terrifics. What I like about for some of these, they put the artist first.
Yeah.
So it's sort of it was funny as well because like one of the chiefs at Marvel last year, put his foot in his mouth saying artists don't sell books, and now DC are doing this.
Yep.
And like, but it's a nice little nod because like that's what Image was all about. Image was all about the artist, all about the art. So they're sort of like focusing on that as well. I know the designs for the stuff look really cool. The Terrifics as well. They're not all new characters. They're more of a new team because like Mr. Terrifics, Gnome, Plastic Man, like some of them are
the team, the Terrifics comprise of, no surprise here, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Plastic Man, and Phantom Girl. This is written by Jeff Lemire. Now, this might be the only one I might pick up because I really like Jeff Lemire.
Yeah, Jeff Lemire's incredible, right? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. All the teams on these books are incredible, like the artists and the writers.
I saw,
and it's nice as well. Like I think with the Sideways, they're trying. That's a new group of people.
I saw something the other day saying that Mr. Terrific is one of the most intelligent people in the DC universe. I didn't actually know that.
I can imagine that. I can imagine that, to be fair, because like in Arrow...
Yeah, they stuck him on Arrow.
Well, they sort of play him off as like this intelligent character, but he doesn't like... I imagine even like Mr. Terrific fans don't like that version of it. But funnily enough, that Terrifics has been like... If you've read a DC book recently, it's been on the back of it. On the little back panel, because there was stuff for it for when I was reading my Titans and stuff. I was like, okay. And I gave it a read. I was like, oh, this is okay. I probably won't personally pick it up. We've got the last one as well, the last team.
Yeah, the last no, not the... Is it the last team?
No.
No, you got more. You got three more.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yep.
It was the way you were scrolling. I was like, we
need
more. The Immortal Man.
The Immortal
Men.
Written by
James Tynion,
drawn by Jim Lee. James Tynion has actually done some really good stuff.
Yeah, he's done Batman. He's done Batman stuff.
Decon.
Really cool. Jim Lee is, an incredible artist again. One of the founders of Image. He's also responsible for one of the highest grossing comics.
I'm reading a lot of these. Wait, what?
Yeah, in the 90s, X-Men.
Ooh. I'm reading a lot of these. Bios. Heroes that, since the dawn of time, who can live forever. A lot of these are actually immortal. Like a lot of these cannot die. Like they're the new age.
I think that's why that's the name.
No, I know they're the Immortal Men, but like not just. Shut up! No, you're not doing this to me. No, some of them are actually like cannot die, and it's not just the Immortal Men. Like.
Oh, okay.
Some of these are genuinely like nope.
They're trying to make it hard to like when a new writer comes on.
Around.
Yeah.
Heroes that can live enter the Immortal Men. The team headed by the Immortal Man. Wow. Was waged a secret war against the House of Conquest for countless years. Blah 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 blah. Immortal Men. Next team, or person, the Curse of Brimstone. Have you heard of this?
Just one
Do you know
person.
what this is?
He's this guy's not just your average kid.
Joe Chamberlain. Kid is just trying to get Judah and forgotten small town of York Hill. He has unknowingly made a deal with the devil. Unknowingly? How'd you unknowingly make a deal with the devil? What?
You know what it was? He signed the terms and conditions.
He didn't read the terms and conditions.
Rocky error.
Done deal that cursed him into Brimstone. Now with the power of fire and destruction in the palm of his hand, Brimstone can turn his town into round sea.
Very similar to like what's his name? Ghost Rider.
Oh.
Like sort of making a deal.
No, because the difference between this and Ghost Rider was that Ghost Rider knew he made a deal with the damn devil.
He was like, I was aware of the situation.
Joe, do you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, new challenges. This is a really cool team. Well, maybe a couple of years ago. Scott Snyder and Andy Kubert. Andy Kubert, you know, got his whole school going for art. And Scott Snyder, despite recent things, is a great writer.
Yep.
And he's obviously been doing stuff with metal, so he's like, you know, spearheading most of this.
Characters that live on borrowed time, running from death towards their greatest mysteries, wonders and terrors of the universe. It's new cast on a new mission with history and regardless of the original chows the unknowns.
So this may definitely have an end.
Well, but the seems of it, yeah. It doesn't give any list here for any of the teams, but that looks like the Black Widow logo.
Yeah, it does look a bit like, it's a cool little logo.
And the last one is the unexpected. So the last were the unexpected. That's ironic.
Yeah.
The unexpected orbits around a group of heroes who yearn to show the world that they're more than some of their past mistakes. It sends on something we all face every day, wrestling with our pasts and the compromises we've made. The unexpected is offering a second chance for these heroes, even if they don't all know they want one. That doesn't sound bad, but who's in it?
That's kind of nice.
It's written by Ryan Sook and Steve Orlando. Do you know any of those?
Steve Orlando, I've seen his like thing on stuff. Maybe Nightwing. I've seen his stuff definitely on. Maybe Titans.
Which one are you gonna? If you had to pick up one, which one would you pick
probably
up?
Sideways, to be honest.
Sideways.
What about you?
The Terrifics by Jeff
Terrifics,
Lemire. Terrifics or maybe the Immortal Man.
Because that's sort of I think the appeal for these is obviously it's going to like bring in new readers. So it's like, oh, this is, you know, I don't have to know the whole DC history. I don't have to know about all the many crises. All I need to know is they're new, I'm new. Let's get going. But also it's like if you are a regular comic book reader, like you've read it for a couple of years, you trust in some of these names, and you're like, yeah.
Honestly, the only reason I might pick up the Curse of Brimstone, just so I can find out
how he can,
unknowingly makes a deal.
Tell you, mate, might be those terms and conditions.
Oh.
That's my bet for it anyway.
Would you
yeah,
that wraps up the new age of heroes. Would you like to go to the new teams of the old heroes?
Yeah. So Justice League basically like how Avengers bringing it all together into one team. Justice League is spanning out into many different teams, mixed with heroes, villains, and sidekicks. And very colourful. They've all got matching uniforms. They've all got matching colours. They've all took a book from the Green Lanterns. The first one's like a space team.
Space team? I'll give you the name of it
that's
now.
that one.
Yeah, no, I'll give you the name of it because it's got a name. Fuck.
We could just talk through who's in it.
I will talk through who's in it.
We'll just talk
Team
through
1, all in nice little blue and purple. Purple
very
outfits?
colourful.
They have Starfire from the Titans.
Yeah.
Superman, good old Superman. Martian Manhunter. Sinestro with his yellow lantern ring. And Starro, the giant purple starfish from the 60s.
Yeah.
Who can, totally solve everything.
Yeah.
What's this? This is, Team Space,
Yeah. It's like the team that's going to be in space. It looks pretty cool, to be fair.
No, Mystery. Team Mystery.
Team Mystery. Yeah.
Team Mystery.
Like Team Mystery, like they're all sort of like space-based.
Yep.
It's very colourful. Very colourful. Very powerful team as well.
It is.
Superman and Martian Manhunter in a team.
It doesn't
and
seem like
Starfire as well. Like it's like the combinations of villains and heroes in this is gonna be interesting because
Also the Titans.
Just seen Sinestro in it.
Also the Titans.
It's also the Teen Titans as well. I'd like to notice, not the actual Titans.
Yeah, no,
but
that's fine.
That's fine.
Team 2 is Team shit. I just had it. Wonder. Led by...
Wait, is Team Wonder the one not with Wonder Woman in?
Yep, Team Wonder. Team Wonder. No, crap. No, I'm wrong. I'm scrolling too fast. Entropy. Team Entropy.
There we go.
Right. So we have, in here, Beast Boy, Lobo, Batman, Lex Luthor in his Man of Steel suit, and Deathstroke.
Again, like combinations, villains,
Teen
Titans.
One villain, one weirdo, one Titan.
One villain?
Lex has turned into a good guy now.
Okay, fair.
Also, it's worth knowing that Lobo has been in JLA, Just League America. So Batman has already built up a
relationship.
I don't know how Batman's going to cope with these two though, Lex and Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. Yeah.
So that's
gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting seeing Beast Boy being like, I've worked with your son. That was enough. Or maybe Bruce Wayne will be a nice little change.
I quite like that suit as well.
Isn't yeah. It's a cool Batman suit. To be fair, yeah, you can't lie. Beast Boy is offering a bit of color to the team because a lot of them are just wearing black
Yeah, a
and
lot of them
grey.
are, yeah.
You know, it's
Um,
not as visually. Team Mystery like wow out there colors, and then this is like black and grey.
I like the little quote on here says it's going to be led by Lobo. It's going to be done by Lobo, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, who've all been previous villains. And then the quote is, "I wonder how Batman will cope with that."
yeah.
The next team we have is Team
All in red. This is like Team Red.
Team Wisdom.
Team Wisdom.
Team Wisdom. We have
Wait, sorry. Team Wisdom. Guess who's in it? Harley Quinn.
the wisest of them all.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, she was a doctor.
Yeah, true. So we have Ryan Cho as the Atom. We have Harley Quinn. We have The Flash. We have Damian Wayne. And we have Cyborg.
Cyborg rocking
All
like
in
a
red.
Yeah.
All in red. Honestly.
Like, I like that. They do, like, they've got their matching.
Yeah,
to
they've
a
got their
T.
matching. Honestly, they are the only ones all matching. Black and red. And they have nailed this color scheme.
It rocks. Yeah, they're rocking it.
Do you know what? If I was going to pick up one, I'd pick up that one.
That team. Yeah,
I might pick
I'm
up.
debating it.
These
Like,
two, though.
the hardest part is the
It's
Damian Wayne.
Damian Wayne.
Just being like,
It says something when Harley Quinn's on your team and Damian Wayne is still the hardest part of your team. I genuinely might pick that up though for Flash and Atom and maybe Cyborg, but
yeah, well, that's what I mean. I was like, maybe solely for
I might pick up that
Flash.
team as well.
And then
actually.
you've got Team Wonder.
Now we have Team
all
Wonder.
in purple. I like purple.
Purple and gold. I quite like this team.
Cool.
We have from left to right. We have Raven from the Titans. We have Dr. Fate who kicks ass. We have Wonder Woman. We have Zatanna and we have Gorgon. Ooh.
Very magical, that.
Gorgon? Nope, Etrigan. I got confused. Etrigan the Demon.
Very magical.
It is
magical
very magical team. It is Team Wonder. If you actually, I might pick up that one. I might pick up the Flash.
That's a strong team.
That is a very strong team as well. Yeah, mind you, that's not so strong.
What if these all went to battle for some reason?
Yeah.
Who's your money on?
Team Soups, Superman.
Superman. Question for the chat board and comments.
Yeah, no.
Who's your money on?
Have a little look online. Just Google DC Comics No
Yeah,
Justice.
it's
There's a nice little
Justice League No Justice.
Justice League No Justice. There's an article on Nerdist and there's some on Comic Book Resources. Have a little look.
Yeah,
Who's your
all
money
over
on
the
if
internet.
these all go to fight?
These all went to war.
I'm on Soups. How about you?
Do you reckon Soups?
Yeah, Soups
Oh.
or this team. No. This
Wonder.
team.
I go
because-
Wonder for Doctor Fate.
This team, yeah, because magic can defeat Soups.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, and
And
then
Wonder Woman as well has got the similar strength base to Superman, and Raven as well can do some mystic
true.
stuff.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. Actually, yeah,
They
no, I
look
do.
cool. Yeah. It's very. I like it. I like it. It's an interesting thing as well, like mixing villains and heroes.
Yeah.
Like, because like recently, Superman and Sinestro have been,
Not
having their own little
They
spooks.
have.
Because there was something I was reading. It was, Superman gets possessed by Parallax. But to be fair, they sort of end up working together there because Parallax is like a little jealous girlfriend with Sinestro. Now, this is a little bit
next.
I think we can do,
What's our
which would
next
be
topic?
really
Yeah.
cool, is making our own Justice League.
Oh,
I thought we could do that. I thought that'd be nice. Also, as well, shout out to the chat and shout out to if you want to comment. Let us know about your dream Justice League team, as well as who would win out of these teams. We'll say stick to. Do you want to do 7 members?
Oh, God, I
or
was going to say 4 or 5.
I say, there's the Unite the 7. Right, I know how we'll do this because we've got a bit of time.
Yeah.
We'll start with 7, and then most of those teams have 5 people.
Honestly, yeah. Right. I wish you'd given me more time to do this.
So I reckon I did give you a heads up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Before we started the show.
At some point.
Right. Well, I'm going to start building.
But yeah,
mine then.
I reckon we'll start with 7.
Yep. Right.
And
You
then
do yours. And I'll
go for 5.
I'm having him. I'm having.
Yeah, same for everyone. Comment and chat away. Your first 7, and then narrow it down to 5. Maybe 2 of them die in an unfortunate event.
Where's that? Who is yours? Have you built yours?
So,
or-
yeah. So mine are all based on pairings, basically. So you've got Soups. Soups is in there.
Soups is in there, right?
Yeah. Nightwing.
Yeah. Oh crap.
Blue Beetle, Booster Gold.
I'm having him in- Yeah. No. Damn it. You're right.
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and Barry Allen, Flash. That's my 7.
That's your 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have. Oh crap! What's his name? Dr. Fate. Nobody can stop Dr. Fate.
Well, this is like, for me, it's not like it's what I would read, not
Yeah.
like
Oh, this.
OP.
Yeah, this is what you'd read. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, yeah. No, I can totally understand that. Oh, I'd have him.
For me personally, anyway. Do you want to click on the board? See if
I
anyone's...
do. Sorry, I'm multitasking. We have not got any.
No one's got their dream team.
So.
Yeah. So I'll explain my choices basically
Yeah, go
because
for it.
everyone's sort of got like, it's sort of like in Legends how like there's always like duos. Like mine's all based on like duos and sort of people who I think will get along. I think Superman and Nightwing's relationship is really cool because obviously that's Nightwing picks up his name from Superman. So I think that little mentor thing for Nightwing would make him hopefully potentially a future great leader. And there's this amazing bit in comics where Superman's like, no matter how many times the world change, you stay the same, Nightwing, and all that. He's also proved in this alternative one that if he wanted to, he could maybe take out a load of metas in the Nightwing New Order. But yeah, them two, like their dynamic would work really cool. I was torn between, because I know I wanted a Flash on my team. I was torn between Wally West and Barry Allen because I love the relationship between Wally West and Dick Grayson, but then I do really enjoy Hal Jordan and Barry.
Yeah.
So I like them two more. So I was like, right, so them two's a solid pairing, and I reckon I'll go for them because then, again, that's more experience. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, it's the duo. It's the duo I'm always going to throw in.
Who did you pair with Batman? Sorry.
I didn't have Batman.
Oh, you didn't have a Bat team? You had Nightwing.
No, I had Nightwing and Superman.
Okay, yeah.
And then Nightwing, Superman, Barry Allen, Flash,
Nightwing,
Green
Superman.
Lantern,
Yeah.
Booster Gold, Blue Beetle.
I think I've developed my. Which Blue?
I might be missing a 7. Which Blue Beetle? Be honest.
Ted Code, right?
Of course.
Yeah, Ted Code.
Why would I want that little? Actually, wait. If I've got one more.
Oh, we've got some.
Because I think I missed out a 7, so I might add Wally West in there because he's got a connection with Barry and with Nightwing.
We've got some on the chat. I've got mine, but we've also got some on the chat board. Yaz has got a perfect team here.
Oh yeah.
Superman, Dr. Manhattan, Flash, Santa, Xenomorph, Alien from Alien. I think that's unstoppable.
Yeah.
That's not even 7. You don't need 1, 2, 3, 4,
I just want to point out maybe not a DC lineup.
Nope, that's no. I think they're all technically.
I don't know
to be honest.
Because Santa Claus in Marvel Comics is one of the most powerful mutants. Yeah.
Who would you? So I mean, with a team with Superman and Dr. Manhattan, what problem is there? What's an issue?
Just them two, maybe time, but then he's got the Flash.
Would you like me to reveal my team?
Yeah,
I've got my team.
Have you got your 7?
I have. So obviously, I've kind of went for pairings, but also I've went for who I like and things like that. So I've got Batman, obviously Bruce Wayne. He's probably the one that puts together. I've got Flash, Barry Allen.
Nice.
Probably, they can have their own little button adventure. I've gone for 2 Green Lanterns. I've gone for John Stu and Hal.
Okay, yeah.
And then I've gone for like 3 wild cards. I've gone for Dr. Fate.
Nice.
Because I love Dr. Fate and he's really cool. I've gone for Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Because then obviously Barry can keep him in check. And Lex Luthor.
Oh, so you sort of gone for like the
I would have
sort of the no justice route of like getting villains in there as well.
I wouldn't mind seeing Lex Luthor sort of maybe have to put up with Batman and maybe like have his own big suit. The usual, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
There's my team.
Nice. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So we're shutting it down to 5?
That's more. Mine's 7.
No.
Have we got to shut
no,
it,
do you want to shorten it down 5 so that if we're going for the no justice route?
If we're going for the no justice route, I will take out.
Which 2 would you get rid of?
I'll get rid of. Flash maybe. Get rid of Hal. Yeah, get rid of Hal. So out of Batman, John Stu, Dr. Fate, Captain Cold, and Lex. That'll be a great.
What happens if you have a time travel issue? I'm like, for me, I'm super prepared if I have a time travel issue.
Booster Gold.
Because I've got Booster Gold and Barry Allen and Wally West.
Well,
so there's a universe thing as well.
Also, Captain Cold could be like, I know someone that time travels.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that's the thing. Like, if the teams go, yeah. Oh no, I'm trying to expand it here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it's cool. So yeah, you'd read that as a team?
I would love to read.
That'd be your dream team to read.
Honestly, I'm excited for if they actually do. Oh no, they are bringing Dr. Fate in. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I'd like to read.
We legit. Yeah. You okay, Jacob? You've been here for the show, right?
It's been a long day.
If you want, you can re-listen to it.
On what convenient platform?
On YouTube.
Oh, sweet.
If you want to listen over it and be like, oh yeah, what great news! Thank you, past me.
What have you got anything else? In comics, or?
No, I need to shorten my team down to 5 now.
Oh, you do, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, who do I get rid of?
Who have you got?
Who would have actually, I know it's going to break my heart. Wally West. Sorry, boy. It's the new 52 again. You going?
Oh God, start all over again.
Ginger Wally West is going.
Why
Blue Beetle's gonna go as well because I think Superman and Booster will have a good enough relationship to keep me interested. What?
I can't remember. I've written them down.
Oh right,
so
I'll read them out to you.
Yeah.
So my 5 now.
Yeah.
Would be Nightwing.
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan.
Hal. Yeah.
And Booster Gold.
Booster. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Because then you've got time, space, speed, soups, and a great leader in Nightwing.
I'm surprised you included Superman in there. I did not have you down for Superman in your team.
Yeah, just because it's the dynamic. Like I was thinking all about dynamics, and I really do enjoy Superman. To be fair, I think he works well with other characters. I've always found.
I was thinking about. Were you thinking about including the Atom in yours? Because I was thinking about including the Atom in mine.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Like, well, that's the thing. Like DC got a very rich history of characters and stuff like that, and every character we talked about have been a part of some iteration of the Justice League. So
Also, why no Green Lanterns in yours?
There is.
Is there?
Hal Jordan.
Oh shit! Sorry, it's been a long day.
The Green Lantern.
It's the Justice League enemies
that spawned. Oh, are you making an evil team now?
Oh, that'd be
making
cool.
a team full of evil.
In Justice League.
In Justice League.
I think we should have
a league of our own.
I think you should have a league of our own.
I was like, I couldn't help but relate it to the show with bloody James Gordon. League of Their Own.
Oh,
it's like that talk show, and of course the other the cheesy show. But first off, I was like, oh yeah, get Freddie Flintoff and Red Nat.
It's the Starro. I've got the image of the Starro.
You got Starro. You're getting distracted now. Any more chatboard teams?
Nope. We've got somebody. Emma says Felicity Smoke, but she's never going on any of my teams, or even being alive in mine.
Oh wow.
She's
nice.
She's dying in page 1. Have you got any more comic news, or are you?
It's entirely up to you. Do you want to get up that article about
Marvel?
So, as well as DC having a new little shape up, Marvel's got a new little shape up as well for 2018, sort of corresponding with Legacy. A load of new sort of things. A lot of some of the stuff, personally for me, I think is to link in with what we've got for the movies. And again, it's going back to this, what you like, and also some new little things. So there's a massive, big picture for it all. And in that picture, you see the usual Spider-Man's right at the front.
Dead and center.
Jean Grey's got her powers back. We've got Hulk returning. We've got Iron Man returning. We've got Thor with a new hammer. Thor's
an arm.
Male Thor.
Male Thor
is worthy again. But you've got, you still got Miles.
I like how they break this image up. So they have the Defenders here, which they've got Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Then they've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then they've got sort of the mutants. So they've got Wolverine, Gambit, Deadpool, and Jean Grey here. They've also got the Hulk's back. Miles Morales is in there. You've got Iron Man, Doctor Strange, 2 Captain Marvels are in this. You've got Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and you've got the Thing as well.
The Thing's in there.
The Thing that ate everything. It's like a nice collection of stuff. And again, they're just
I can look at this image and think, they're missing, but also like it's okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing as well. You don't want to sort of like overcrowd it.
We got a cover.
You want people to notice new.
We got a new cover
yeah,
too.
new cover for Avengers because again, this is it's what No Surrender. We talked a bit about it last week. Still going on, and that basically story is to sort of bring it all back together. So there's just one definitive Avengers story.
Yeah.
Because I think that's it's a hard thing. I think being sometimes either being new into comics or like you're starting to collect single issues. It's like there's so many Avengers teams. Which one do I get? And sometimes you'll have like like we've just made our own Justice League team, and it's like we have so many different characters from a team that we enjoy. But maybe if they're on different teams or like they're all split up, it's like I want to read that character in a team, but I also want to read that character in a team.
Yeah.
And some people, you only have a limited amount of money maybe for that week, and also you've got other comics. It's hard. And also as well, a lot of these heroes that are in teams have their own single books. So it's like, do you get them and that?
I'd like to read you some of the quotes.
While you're getting them up, I can talk.
Okay.
I can talk if you want, because
Well, no, I've got
basically
them
the new shape up. A lot of this has happened because Bendis has left, and Bendis wrote a load of Marvel stuff. So we're getting new writers for stuff. That was why I was very happy that I saw Miles in that picture, because Miles is basically Bendis' baby, like,
and Jessica Jones.
And Jessica Jones, yeah, they're both his baby. No one's touched them apart from like they did a Miles book. They did like a Miles actual book, with words and stuff like that. So like it's cool to see that they're still being a part of it, and maybe just seeing some new talent on it.
This is all about the editor-in-chief. Oh, I've just had his name. Joe Quesada leaving, and the new one coming in, C.B. Cebulski.
Well, Alex Alonso went as well, because he did a...
He did a bit... This is all about... the quote is that I've never seen more enthusiasm and more excitement for where Marvel is going this year. Also, he remarks that he's never seen more enthusiasm and things like that since Marvel's 2012 Now relaunch. Yeah. And I was like, throwing a bit of shade on Legacy there, but okay.
Well, yeah, like it sort of ties in with Legacy.
Yeah, I know it ties in with it, yeah. But
I think that's pretty cool.
They were just all... I've seen a bunch of artists on Twitter and things like that, and I've seen people who are working for Marvel saying, like, I can't wait to write these titles, and it seems like Marvel is maybe...
Well, it's exciting, isn't it? Because you're getting getting a new opportunity in, like, because there was a new writer on Renew Your Vows, Jodie... Oh,
damn it.
Jodie Houser.
Yep.
And she also wrote part of the Milk Wars, which I'm picking up. I'll probably talk about that next week. But yeah, she's again new talent on the stuff, and she's done an incredible job, I think, with Renew Your Vows, keeping up the essence of it. Dan Slott is stopping his Amazing Spider-Man run, so I'm interested to see who they'll get on that. But I'm speculating who might get his own Spider book, maybe like a Web of or Friendly Neighborhood. Like, he's done that well with it, and if he still wants to tell stories, I reckon they'll let him. But like, he's doing a big thing. He's been leading up to the 800 issue, and it's this whole Red Goblin thing, which spoilers, but like you sort of put the clues together. Is Norman Osborn's Green Goblin stuff with Carnage, with the Carnage symbiote. So yeah, he's sort of been leading to that. But Dan, I have to say, Dan Slott's stuff's been incredible. Like, the thing with writing Spider-Man is it's hard because you get, like, every writer, in my opinion, has had their bad moments and has had their incredible moments. Even the, like, 90s, like, since Spider-Man's creation, there's been good and bad moments for Spider-Man. You sort of get used to it as a Spider fan. But there's some Spider-Man fans who like will despise and go deep on it. There's like, he's ruined the character. Sort of like it's that thing, like, again with Star Wars fans, like the biggest critics are the biggest also the biggest fans of. But yeah, I think Dan Slott's done some great stuff for with like Superior Spider-Man. Sort of rebranding him as well, like with the tying in with the Andrew Garfield movies and sort of like bringing in new readers through that. I enjoyed Clone Conspiracy. I thought that was cool. It's reset up Ben Reilly.
I bought you Clone Conspiracy.
Yeah, you did. No, that was good. I really enjoyed that. Thanks, man.
Oh, I'm glad.
Appreciate it.
Aw.
But yeah, Dan Slots, he did that. You know, he set up Osborn. He's done some cool things with Osborn. You know, sort of reinvented him. Yeah, he's done a good job. Done a pretty sweet job on the whole shebang.
Not too. Just because it's flying around, and I know we have a lot of time. Just because we were talking about him recently, and like my newfound love for this man, Tom King.
Oh yeah, Tom King.
If we're showing love to Raya's,
Visions in Batman.
Yeah, if we're showing love to Raya's, I haven't read a lot of the Batman run of Rebirth, but goddamn, Tom King has done some amazing stuff.
Yeah, he's done a good job. I like the Catwoman stuff.
I'm very excited to read the Batman run. Like he's done a lot of other things, like he's done Visions and he's done stuff that I can't remember right now, but I will be reading Vision soon. Yeah. And to be fair, Tom King is one of my he's my person of the week. I can't wait.
He's your writer of the week.
He is my writer of the week. I can't wait to see what Tom King does, and I can't wait to see what he develops and things like that.
Nice. Is there any more on that story, or is that? Oh no, if the story's gone, no worries then.
Yep.
Do you wanna? Because we got a bit of time. Do you wanna do the same thing we did for Justice League with Avengers?
Do you know what? I was going to ask you that.
Make our own little Avengers
Have you
team.
done that, or?
I haven't, no, so this is
right.
like totally on the spot, so this could be terrible.
Alright, okay, I'm going to get up some... Do you want me to get up...
How many people do you want in this Avengers?
Should we do the same we did for Justice League?
House of 7 and then thingy.
I
I say going blind. Take off the... No, don't search. I say going blind.
Oh, god damn it! Alright. Damn it. Wow, Green Man.
What a great... Maybe just say people from different universes. Invincible from Image.
Oh, goddamn. So you doing
Constantine.
Do you want to write down yours on your iPad and I'll do...
Well, I'm going to delay just so you can think through. And then when you're talking through yours, I'll go through mine.
All right.
Again, for the chat board and the comments on YouTube.
Oh, you're so mean because I
pick out your Avengers team. You obviously get a bit more research time. But yeah, if you got a cool team,
how many am I allowed to do?
Well, we said, did you want to do the same as the Justice League? Because then that's 7 and 5.
Yeah, I've got to think about who I'm reading.
It'd be terrible if we my only worry now is that we stretch out all our comic news for like the weeks on end. So
we are using
this comic section could be short lived. I'm joking because we'll probably talk about Black Panther next week, or there'll be more topics to talk about. So don't worry.
Can we have people who haven't been things before?
Yeah, of course, mate. If you want. There's probably a high potential that in a very offshoot story they were an Avenger.
They probably were, yeah.
Can you do me a favour, mate?
Yeah, what do you want?
Can you just click on the chat board?
I can click on the chat board, yeah.
While I'm delaying, if anything pops up, I can find a greater delay.
I tell you what, I have got one spider person in there.
Oh, woohoo! My whole Avengers team is spider people.
God damn, who have I got?
Could you imagine? Actually.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, not now.
Who else is... Why have I suddenly forgotten everyone I've read?
Every event. Oh, just the ones you've read.
Yeah. Oh, I know I'd have. God damn. Why did I forget this man?
God damn. Police and the fireman. Not damn. This is really like... You can tell this is on the spot. Because I'm
making my own Avengers team.
Well,
I'll put it in the chat as well. Make your own Avengers team.
Yeah. Come on, think, boy, think.
I am.
Think. Right. Well, this is... do you want to go for, are you going for a Unity Squad vibes? Like a mix of, X-Men and Avengers and Inhumans? Yeah, you're going for that kind of vibe?
Forgot about that, actually. Forgot about the Inhumans.
Yeah, because that Unity team was pretty cool, wasn't it? Because that was after Avengers... after Avengers vs. X-Men. They thought, we could come together. And then there's Inhumans as well. We'll mix them.
Okay, I'm going to
mix the whole bag together.
I have got a team. I've got
Woo!
one. Right.
Woo!
Okay.
Right, I need to think of mine now. Right, announce your team, boy.
Me? I have...
Oh, wait, are we having who should we have as, the guy... should we have Nick Cage? Not Nick Cage. Nick Fury. Nick Cage. No, Nicolas Cage.
No.
Nicolas Cage is bringing them all together. He's like, God.
I've just realised mine are all men.
To be fair, I was like that with my Justice League team. I was like, this is kind of sexy.
Mine are all men, and these are definitely... So I've got... my team is Captain America.
Which iteration?
What?
Which Captain America?
Not
Steve
a Nazi.
Rogers. Yeah.
Not a Nazi.
No, I meant like Falcon. Like Falcon
Steve
was.
Rogers,
yeah.
Daredevil.
Nice.
I've got Wolverine in there.
Gotta have.
I've got Hawkeye in there because
course.
I want Hawkeye in there.
Cable in it.
Cable's not in it.
Oh, Ghost Rider. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's in it. Moon Knight was the next
No,
one.
he's got to be one of them.
Moon Knight is. And now these two might throw you off.
Oh no!
You ready?
Swerve.
You're Spider Person.
Yeah.
Agent Venom.
Oh, okay.
I'd have Agent Venom, and I was thinking, this team essentially has no brains. They're very good at punching.
Nice.
They're very good at punching, and they're very good at they're very good at doing they're very good at punching, and that's about it. But they have no brains, so I bring in Mr. Fantastic.
Ooh, nice.
That's
yeah, I like that.
Oh, nice iteration from the chat here. First of all, Mark Ruffalo, 5 times over. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah, I put Mr. Fantastic in as the brains of mine, so we can do some. I might switch one of them out for a Riri.
Maybe. To get like a little bit more of the brains on there. I'm in a bit of a debacle here.
Oh, which Spider Person to keep?
Have
you just written all of the Spider people out? Have you just written all of the Spider people out and then decided?
Do you want me to go through my team?
I do. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh no, this is a debacle. Now this is all multiverses and deep cuts. Now I'm on a bit of a. Now for Peter Parker's sake, Peter Parker's going to be in trouble here. So Peter Parker's leading the team. Just so you know, Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is gonna be.
Come on, which other one?
Oh no, it's really like. Okay.
Come on, next. It's Peter Parker.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales.
Next one, Venom.
No, actually.
Next one, Agent Venom.
No.
Spider-Gwen.
The next one is Scarlet Spider. in order, anyway.
Yep.
Scarlet Spider. Go for Ben Reilly.
Yep. Kane.
Just cause. Oh no.
Nope.
Kane's not in it.
Spider-Gwen.
Anti-Venom's in there.
Oh, you.
Agent Venom, and now, right, this is it because it was gonna be. Oh no, it was gonna be like. It was either gonna be. I was thinking Spider-Gwen, but then, like with Miles and stuff like that.
I can't actually believe your
But then
team.
I'm gonna swap it out because I think it'd be awkward. Like it might make Peter Parker a bit upset, and it might distract Miles. With the teenage stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Spiderling and Spinner and Net. So it's Mary Jane as Spider, in Spider form, and their kid.
That's not an Avengers team.
That is an Avengers. That's my Avengers team.
That's the Spider team.
That's the Avengers team I would read. You know what? If I was to shorten it to 5 people,
yeah,
I'd get rid of the Venoms.
if I wrote down.
No, if it was a team of 5, this is weird. I'd get rid of the Venoms and the Scarlet Spider, and the Scarlet Spider would be swapped by Spider-Gwen. So my 7 is different to my 5.
You know, in the publications when they have coming up, this book, issue this book, that wouldn't feature in the Avengers title. That feature in the Spiders title.
Spider-Avengers.
If I listed 7 mutants, you would say that's not an Avengers team.
I would support your decision. I would, because that's the kind of person I am. I mean, if you want me to do a genuine one.
Genuinely, I think we're going to go back and make our teams.
Then maybe next week is the one.
I'm going to bring back.
Maybe.
I'm going to make a team.
But also, as well, it'd be cool because if there's YouTube comments, we can talk about this.
Yeah.
Anyone got any? Oh, Emma's thrown a challenge. All female
team.
Just A-Force.
Riri, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Rogue, Kid Pride, and
Lady Force,
Lady Thor,
Sif,
not Sif,
Spider-Gwen,
yeah,
Grey.
But we've
Could
got.
keep going. We got the Spider Avengers. I thought mine was quite diverse.
In spiders, yeah, sure.
In people, they've all got spider. Mine is essentially Spider-Verse. Spider Avengers.
Completely.
I'd read that, watch that. I'd do the whole shebang. So that's the show, guys.
Is that?
Woo! That's the show. But yeah, that's the show. That's
Is that
it.
it?
That's it.
That's your end now.
That's it for.
That's your
That's
end
it for.
card.
Yeah, that's the show. Da 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 with a dance
Oh,
number.
here we go. Yaz, just Franklin Richards, because you know any other 6 random people. It doesn't matter.
Future Foundation.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Future Foundation. Literally, you read them. You just like, I care about the kids that. I care about the Reed and Sue's kids. No one else. Now that's the show.